assisting discovery. Education doesn't just make us smarter, it makes us whole. Teaching kids to count is fine. I like a teacher who gives you something to take home to think about besides homework. I have learned silence from the talkative, toleration from the intolerant, and kindness from the unkind. Yet, strange, I am ungrateful to those teachers. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. A teacher who is attempting to teach without inspiring the pupil with a desire to learn is hammering on cold iron. Good teachers know how to bring out the best in students. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Change is the end result of all true learning. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs for it today. The roots of education you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. The learning process continues until the day you die. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. Develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. They know enough who know how to learn. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. They cannot stop me. I will get my education if it is in the home, school, or any place. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. He who opens a school door, failure is the beginning of education. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education, consists mainly of what we have unlearned. If you have to put someone on a pedestal, put teachers. They are society's heroes. The duties of a teacher are neither few nor small, but they elevate the mind and give energy to the character. The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. Your heart is slightly bigger than the average human heart, but that's because you're a teacher. You can change lives with just the right mix of chalk and challenges. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Students don't care how much you know until they count, but what is planted. Teachers have 3 dozen, his influence stops.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for registering and attending this national level online faculty development program on research methodology using ChatGPT and AI tools, organized by the PG Department of Computer Applications, the Inter Quality Astronomical IQAC, and Lincoln University College Marine Research Center, ADCMRC, of Marian College Kuttikanam Autonomous, in association with the TELUS State Higher Education Council, the KSHEC. We would like to welcome Dr. Suresh Namboodir, the Chief Resource Person, and also all the FDP participants. Now, about this FDP, this is an 8-day FDP program with live sessions. We've been running at the same time from 17 p.m. We expect you to be present at all the 8 days. Now, the fee for the LMS access and processing of the certificate is ₹600. All the participants who have paid the processing fee will receive the LMS access, video recordings for all the days and the participation e-certificate from college, and a printed FTP completion certificate from the KSHEC. Please note that both these certificates will only be for the paid participants. The procedure for receiving the certificate will be informed to you towards the end of the day. If any of you are yet to make the payment, please make the payment of ₹600 to Marian College to the account details that I'll put in the chat shortly. If any of you are unable to attend any of the live sessions, they will be available in the LMS. We have shared the LMS access details through email to all those who have shared the payment flows in WhatsApp today. If you have shared the payment flow in WhatsApp today, you will receive the LMS. If you have trouble in attending the LMS session, you can also join the YouTube live session. I will put the link in the chat. Yeah, I've put the link for the YouTube live session. It is trying to be streamed in the YouTube. Yeah, those who are finding it difficult with audio, you can join in the YouTube audio. Now moving on, my name is 𝐤𝐻𝐸𝐴𝐳𝐿𝐽𝐻𝐸. I'm working as global relations. Now, moving on to today's session. Today's session will be on research methodology using ChatGPT, part 1. It will be delivered by Dr. Suresh Nanduraju, the director of FDP. Over to you, sir.
Thanks, Sijin, for introduction, and good evening to all. And Sijin's audio was not clear, and let me know whether my audio is clear.
Your audio is clear, sir.
Okay, that's a good news. And as usual, I think we will wait for a few minutes for more participants to come in. So till that time, what I will do is that I will give a recap, means what we have done in the last few days, so that we will get the continuity. So let me share my screen, just a minute. Okay, fine. Like, what are the things we have been speaking for the last 3 days? That was about ChatGPT or generative AI. Means the first day we had certain introduction about that. There we specifically told why it is ChatGPT is not a gimmick. We have to take it seriously. Second point, what we discussed was that ChatGPT is not going to give plagiarism if we use it properly. And we have specifically told that ChatGPT is like a car. We cannot say that Maruti Swift is traveling at 40 kilometers per hour, because it's one of the speed. But we can change the gear, we can change the accelerator, we can change many settings, and it can go at a higher speed. So ChatGPT, no one should say that this is what I got from ChatGPT, because you can get from ChatGPT 1 million ways. All depends upon the way in which you ask ChatGPT, the way in which you set ChatGPT, the way in which you ask ChatGPT to give a response to you. Therefore, no more response saying that this is what ChatGPT. If somebody is speaking like that, they are ignorant. And I am going to speak about one thing. Why should we be rational? why should we be questioning? Because these are some of the attributes we are looking for in researchers. And so the second point I told the first day was that with the ChatGPT, if you use properly, there is no question of plagiarism. People may tell that it is coming out of AI. Yes, language refining can be done with the AI. My idea integration can be done with the AI. By the time, because now this technology is only 3 to 4 months old, within 4 to 5 months, whatever is coming from AI, people will think that it is coming out of ball pen or coming out of fountain pen, because it is another tool. This was the second point I told. Third point I told that first day was that I made a segregation of 14 different stages of research methodology, and I have taken individually for each stage how much is the cognitive effort, that is our mental effort, our idea, our thinking, etc. How much is the effort and how much is the mechanical work, that is we can do without thinking much. So when we went through all 14, almost 11 places, the maximum is with cognitive. Therefore, if we are going for the good research, it is a cognitive work. So what are the things we can do with the standard AI tools are very limited. We can search for papers. Yes. We can read from PDF. Yes. We can we can do data analysis. Yes. So these are all the few things we can do. The rest of the thing we need prompting. And other thing is that now AI tools have a novelty, but it is going to die because already there are 17,000 AI tools in the market. And most of them, when you look for what they do, you will understand that last 2 days I was explaining prompt engineering to you. Prompt engineering, I told that don't get scared with the wording. It is only prompting. Prompting means you are prodding somebody to do something. In this case, the ChatGPT is a sleepy, powerful person sitting. So we have to prod, we have to prompt. So we are making him or her work. So that is the reason we need to focus on prompt engineering. The novelty of tools, AI tools will go. Most of the AI tools will die down. How they are surviving is whatever prompt I have shown you in this prompt engineering, just 3 prompts are enough to start to an AI tool. Like I have shown you various magical things we can do with the prompt engineering. These things you put somebody within 1 or 2 days, you can make an AI tool. That is the reason these AI tools are flourishing, and they are thinking whatever money let it come, they will get. So this prompting is going to be the most important thing. And even if you are doing a research with any objective, even then the prompt engineering is going to help you for making it proper, making it attractive, making it useful. Therefore, the point here is we need to focus on prompting because that is the literacy of the future. We cannot depend upon some of the AI tools for making PPT. You go and show in the class, 10 more students will tell, okay, yeah, you did from there. Therefore, you need uniqueness. You have to be a role model. Therefore, what is required is we have to show the differentiation. So this is what mainly we spoke in the last 2 days. Other than that, I have shown you about 20 or 22 various prompting techniques. I have taken these prompts, copied it on ChatGPT. I have shown that all these 22 prompts, what normally people use is only one prompt. All these prompt details are there on LMS. You can refer to that. I have given you my phone number. Whoever is putting effort, whoever is trying and not getting, I am here to help because I will be happy to help. I like those people. They take and they try. They try. It is not necessary that you succeed, but you try. You just call me, send a message saying that I tried, it is not coming. Then we are going to start discussion. And we may jointly, we can solve it. So today is I am going to start the most important part of this particular this particular session, that is research methodology through ChatGPT. Now let me see. Okay. Now this is research methodology through ChatGPT. So before I start, let me see how many participants and should we wait further? Okay, now we'll start. We have seen these slides up to here yesterday or day for yesterday. Okay. Now we are coming to the artificial intelligence for high impact research. During my talk in the last 3 days, I have told repeatedly that this is a God-sent opportunity for us, people in India. What are the opportunities available to the developed world? It is available to us. Only thing, we have to search for our questions so that we quality question so that we will get the answer. Now, whatever see on the left-hand side, this is a condition of a confused researcher, but he can transform to this on the right-hand side. We are going to speak about this in the next coming, including today. We are going to speak about this for 4 days. So, what we are going to discuss here is a 10-step process for high impact research using generative AI. So before we start, I have certain requests and I have certain things to inform. Point number 1 is that we have very limited time. In the sense that this is a 10-step process. You know that how long is a course on research methodology in most of the universities or institutions? How much time we get? I am trying to cover that particular this particular thing in mere 6 to 7 hours. 6 to 7 hours, I need to take care of not only this, I have to take care of AI, that is ChatGPT. I am showing the blend of this, and we have to understand this. Therefore, the time available is very less. Therefore, I request each one of you, because you have gone through research methodology in your programs. Therefore, we are not going to discuss much about research methodology per se. We are going to speak about the blend of research methodology and AI. That is what we are going to focus, so that we can focus on our main objective of conducting this FDP. And point number 2 is that because of the time limitation, you know that this research methodology there are many places it involves statistics. So here, even though I am going to take you through a project, I am not going to involve in the details of that statistics. Instead, I will show you this is what we need to do. This is what we will get because of the time limitation. Point number 3 is that I am going to show you through this from step 1 to totally step 10. As we told, you are going to get a prompt for each stage. Therefore, if you have a research project You can sit at home, just to spend one day. You can take a research from start to finish. Then you will see the magic. That is the type of the prompts we are giving. It is available. It will be available on LMS. So if it is literature review, if it is problem finding, if it is if it is research objective, if it is hypothesis, if it is variables, we are going to sample. We are going to give you prompts. So you need to only fill certain areas of the prompts, or based on your particular interest, you can modify a little and you are going to get a result throughout. So it is going to be a one really gold mine for you. This continuous prompt, all these prompts, I wanted to tell you that these prompts are crafted by us. It is not copied from anywhere. So I have a request that don't publish it anywhere. Use it for yourself. And I am going to speak about that more when I am showing you the GUI or that interface in which we are going to discuss. Okay, so this is the first step, 10-step process for high impact research using generative AI. Now let us go to the next page. I am going to show you what are this 10-step process. Step 1 is, how can AI help build the prerequisites for high impact research? Second, critical thinking, that is common success factor for research and AI. Main thing is a person's critical thinking. Step 3 is formulating a research problem. Step 4, conceptualizing a research design. Step 5, constructing instruments for data collection. Step 6, selecting samples. Step 7, writing a research proposal. Step 8, collecting data. Step 9, processing and displaying data. Step 10, writing a research report. In this, even though I am an engineer, I am more inclined to science, but I have taken an interdisciplinary approach here, because now onwards, whatever is happening, most of the things are going to be interdisciplinary. You just take an example. Take Facebook. Facebook is an IT product, or Facebook is a psychology product. In my opinion, Facebook is a psychology product. Or it is a technology is 20%, psychology is 80%. Whatever we think, Facebook and Instagram will show us. So these are all the ways. Now just to see like this, how Apple computer or iPhone people, how are they deciding the features? These are all the things. Everything is interdisciplinary. We are some of the countries, we are focusing only on one area and we are losing. And we are not developing any products which offer of that international reputation. So I am going to speak about this later, but for now, I want to tell that my approach is interdisciplinary, so that we will be speaking about both qualitative and quantitative. Now you have seen the 10 step here. Let me show you what is the breakup of those 10 steps. Here you will see the breakup of those 10 steps, what you are going to see in these coming days. And you can see step number 1, as I told, how AI can help build the prerequisites. Step 2 is about critical thinking. Step 3 is formulating a research problem. For that, there are 3 main headings: application of AI for a research problem, then C, identifying variables, and D, constructing hypothesis. You may think that I can write a keyword and I can get this thing from an AI tool. But same time, you are not doing any magic. The same AI tool will give same thing to 1,000 people. But here we are going to speak about, through prompt engineering, whatever you are getting, only you are going to get, nobody else. So that is the major difference here, and you will get it without plagiarism. And, and as I was telling you yesterday, we are not going to use ChatGPT at the house level. We are going to make use ChatGPT at a brick level. Therefore, while doing this, you will get many ideas for paper publication. And we have got a certain level of prompts. This prompt, we guarantee that by using that prompt, you will get at least two to three new ideas for paper publication, because these are new and original things. We are really squeezing the total power of ChatGPT or generative AI for this purpose. So here you have seen it is step 3. Step 3, formulating a research problem. Step 3 has got 4 sections. And step 4, conceptualizing a research design, that has got A, B, and 2 sections. Then step 5, constructing instruments for data collection, that has got A, B, A and B section. 6, selecting samples, that is 1 section with 5 sub areas. Then writing research proposal and processing, displaying data, then coming to writing a research report. So this is what our total. And when I look at this size, when I look at this quantum, I really feel I need to fly through this so that I will speak about key important points, but it is going to be a totally different experience to you just because of one reason. Do you know what is that one reason? No one has done this in the world. We are the only people doing this. So you are the people witnessing that. Okay. Now, let me go to the next one. That is, this is a step 1. How can AI help build the prerequisites for high impact research? I am skipping step 1 now. I am going to directly go to step 2. Tomorrow, I will come to step 1. You will know the reason. Now I am going to step 2. This is an arrow. It is an indication that everyone is going with the plagiarism, with the copying, with the various ill intentions. We are the people. We are going in the right direction. So such people will be in golden color. So this is our step 2 is critical thinking, common success factor for research and AI. I have shown you an image. In my previous prompt engineering presentation, I have shown that 𝐏𝐸𝐽, garbage in, garbage out. The quality of the question decides the quality of answer. And our ability to question the answer and questioning the question. This is our ability which is going to make us successful in real world and in the artificial intelligence world. So in this particular session, I am going to speak something very special to you before entering into step number 3, that is about literature review, etc. See, everyone wants to publish high impact research paper, but no one realizes that what is actually the secret behind that. Now, we are going to speak about that secret. I will tell you the reason. So some years ago, or maybe some 10 to 12 years ago, I spent 6 months in Toyota Motor Company, Nagoya, Japan, because I was part of the team, or one day I was heading the team developing Toyota Innova's floor and roof. Toyota Innova's floor and roof, and we were there in Nagoya, Japan. So one day, while speaking to those Japanese managers, while speaking something, I told them that you are making very good vehicles, But that Japanese manager, he smiled and told me, we are not making very good vehicles. We are making very good engineers, and those engineers are making very good vehicles. Similarly here, before we make high impact research, before we expect the person who is going to create that high impact research, he has to have certain type of attributes, unless because his results or his output is totally the reflection of his own capabilities and his own mindset. Therefore, we need to see like that, what are all the key things from that point of view. I am going to tell about those things tomorrow, but today I am going to speak about what is the key point which is making this high impact research. What is the path? People only see the person who is successful, but what was the green room work, or what is that his material? People say some people are research material, some people are professional, some people are marriage material. What is the material? Now let us think about this. I am speaking this because we have to understand the seriousness of this. Even now, because we as a country, we are not inventing anything. We are still remaining with Macaulay, with that Lord Macaulay's thing. I will tell you some of the examples, because I am a person from my class of BTech, about 80% of the people are living abroad. They are US citizens. But I am staying here because I love my country. So with that patriotic mind, I wanted to tell certain things. As I told in the first day, on Wikipedia, there is a page called List of Inventors. Out of about 1,500, only 4 or 5 are Indian, including Sushruta. He invented surgery. After 1935, there is no invention from India itself. That is the reason, even though IIT Kanpur had an IBM supercomputer in 1965, IIT Bombay started computer science in 1979. We have not developed even one operating system, even one language, even one keyboard, even one mouse. These are all the questions we need to think. We cannot live like this. We cannot become a superpower in 2047. Therefore, it is necessary that we have to change the way in which we do our research, because that is going to be the strength. So we need to think that point. Similarly, we need to understand that we are making 4 models of iPhones here so far, but we never developed the capability to make another iPhone type of the thing here. Now, recently, August 30th, Huawei company, they introduced a phone. It is far better than iPhone 15. So these are the type of situation we need to think where we stand. So according to new educational policy, for attaining this research, this research objective, our past is not going to be an indication or a reference for the future. That is the reason I am sitting here. We are going to speak about how we can critically, how we can brilliantly use AI so that our research is going to be far better. So with that objective, now let me go to his. This is what the key thing. You must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning so that you develop intellectual traits. Those intellectual traits will bring high impact research. I will repeat this. I request you to repeat this. You must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning so that you develop intellectual traits. These intellectual traits will bring high impact research. This is what the secret in which every country, they do the critical thinking. Critical thinking means, here I have seen, they go to logic, they speak all theories, no one will understand. See, but here this is a really extracted form of critical thinking. This everyone can understand and apply in their life. You must apply in the intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning so that you develop intellectual traits. Now let me come to what are all those intellectual standards. These are the intellectual standards you must, that is clarity, accuracy, relevance, logicality, breadth, depth, precision, significance, completeness, fairness. These are the intellectual standards. This is there on LMS. Please see this. I will show you how to apply this. You must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning. Now let us see what is elements of reasoning. Elements of reasoning, these are 8. Purpose, questions, information, concepts, point of view, inferences, assumptions, implications. Now, how are we going to apply intellectual standards to elements of reasoning? Clarity of purpose, relevance of purpose, depth of questions, relevance of questions, precision of information, significance of concepts, completeness of assumptions, fairness of point of view. This is the way we apply intellectual standards to elements of reasoning. Once you start applying this, it is going to totally change the way in which you think, the way in which you behave, the way in which you conduct yourself, and the way in which other people are going to see you. Your students are going to see you. Your peers are going to see you. I am going to show you how is this getting applied in research. Now, what are all intellectual traits? These are the intellectual traits. One important thing. These are 8 intellectual traits. Whether your friend, whether your neighbor, whether your peer, whether your students, they are going to, whether they know intellectual traits or not, they are judging you based on this. It is intellectual courage, intellectual humility, intellectual integrity, intellectual empathy, intellectual autonomy, intellectual perseverance, fair-mindedness, confidence in reason. These are the ways in which people are going to judge you professionally or in society. Now we will go fast. Now let me see what is clarity. Now here you will see that what is clarity and examples of clarity and application example. Accuracy. What is accuracy and application example? Relevance. What is relevance and application example? Logicality, breadth, depth, precision, significance, completeness, fairness. Similarly, what is purpose? Purpose in research through ChatGPT. Like here, and questions in research through ChatGPT. Information in research through ChatGPT. Concepts, point of view, inferences, assumptions, implications. This will be, this crossing how we use, I am going to show you now in the next screen, so that you must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning so that you develop intellectual traits. It is high time you must change to I. See, for example, this is what the gist of critical thinking. Clarity of purpose. What is that? Clarity of purpose, the key questions. Similarly, relevance of purpose. Logicality of purpose. Significance of purpose. Completeness of purpose. Fairness of purpose. This I am showing as an example the way in which it is a practical framework for critical thinking. You need not understand this full because in research methodology, we are doing it in a special way. We embed these things into our prompts. This is the first time in the world we are embedding critical thinking process into ChatGPT prompts. Therefore, when you are using those ChatGPT prompts, you are getting the power of critical thinking inbuilt. Now, this is what about elements. The purpose is an elements of reasoning. But this is what intellectual standards we are applying to first elements of reasoning. Now, second one is question. Now we are going to information. Third one. Everyone, we can click and we can get that information here. Means what are the questions? Now we are going to concepts. What is on the left hand side? These are intellectual standards, and what is written here? It is the elements of reasoning. So when we apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning, we will get the result. Every ChatGPT, every research, everywhere, every conversation, this is the way we need to behave so that we will be using the critical thinking. It is not like that. Everywhere, all intellectual standards we are applying to elements of reasoning. Actually, what we have shown here, which are all the predominant ones. Next one is point of view. Clarity of point of view, accuracy of point of view, relevance of point of view, breadth of point of view, fairness of point of view. Now we are coming to inferences. Clarity of inference, relevance of inference, logicality of inference, breadth of inference, precision of inference, fairness of inference, depth of inference. Why I am speaking this? When I am going to literature review, this is going to make a big difference to you, and you are going to see that a person with critical thinking knowledge and a person without critical thinking knowledge, how they are going to differ. Assumptions. So here there is another one, consistency of assumption. In a project or in a research, I cannot change my assumptions during the day. Or if I am changing, it should be with the proper reasoning. These are implications. So what we are discussing here is the critical thinking framework that is the basic for a good prompt engineering and for a good research methodology. But time being, it is not necessary for you to learn this completely, but it is a good thing for understanding, because we are entering into research methodology step 3 now. In 3, I will show you how we are applying this thing in the prompt. So, in effect, I repeat this, I must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning so that I develop intellectual traits. So, this was the second stage 2 or step 2 of our 10-step process for research methodology through artificial intelligence, because this is what the core bedrock of research, bedrock of prompting. So now let us go to the next thing, that is step 3. I hope you can see the screen. I hope you can see the screen.
Your screen is visible, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Your screen is visible, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Now we are entering to the step 3. Means I didn't speak about step 1, that I am going to speak only tomorrow. We started with the step 2. Now we are going to step 3. We are going to speak about constructing a research problem. Now we are entering into the official first step of research methodology, which most of you would have studied. Now we are see that how we are going to blend that with generative AI. So this is step 3, that is constructing a research problem. In step 3, I think there are 4 different sections, that is A, B, C, and D. Each A, B, C, and D has got their own subsections. So now we are going to speak about step 3A. Step 3 is constructing a research problem, and A, application of AI for literature review. Now let me go next. We are on our introductory screen. First A and introductory notes, and I will briefly tell about this particular graphic user interface, because you are going to see this interface for a long time. On the top, we will see on the left hand side, we will see the step and what is the title, what is that step is all about. And here, we will see that what in dark blue, we will see what is the subsection of that. Then on the right hand side, we will see the title, means what we are doing here. On the left hand side, you will see a list where you can see the entire research methodology we are going through, learned through ChatGPT. So this is a slider. Through this slider, you will see the whole section, and what we are learning here on the right hand side, that will be shown here in maroon color. So here we are in application of AI for reviewing the literature. So here we are seeing in maroon color a application of AI for reviewing literature. And this is the first thing, it is an introductory note. So let me tell you what is this all about. This A section has got a totally 9 subsection. This 9 subsections names you can read here. How can AI help the researcher in defining the research problem? How can AI help to improve the research methodology? how can AI help in broadening knowledge base in the research area? How can AI help searching for existing literature? How can AI help to review the selected literature? How can AI help the researcher to develop a theoretical framework? How can AI help the researcher in developing a conceptual framework? How can AI help the researcher in writing about the literature review? And there is a summary. Like we have got introduction, there is a summary. So whatever I read here, this is what it is written here on the right hand side with a brief description. So here you will see that these are all the things in this particular section. So that is section A. Now let me go to the first one, that is how can AI help the researcher in defining the research problem. That is the first of this, that is 3A1. I am going to the next stage. So now you are familiar with the GUI. This is step 3, and this is the section A, and this is the subsection which we are going to discuss here. That is, how can AI help the researcher in defining the research problem? Here, mainly we will be writing how AI can help the researcher in research methodology at this particular stage of research. For example, how can AI help the researcher in defining a research problem? Defining the research problem is a pivotal step in the research process, setting the stage for a relevant and focused literature review. Generative AI can be instrumental in honing in on the clear and aligned research problem by providing intelligent support at various stages. We are going to show this individually, so this is only an introduction. By integrating the following capabilities of generative AI, the researcher can more effectively define a research problem that is both clear and closely aligned with the existing literature, ensuring methodological rigor. Now, what are all the ways in which AI is going to help at this stage are keyword synthesis. With generative AI, the researcher can generate a list of relevant keywords that encapsulate the core concepts and themes related to the research problem, ensuring a more focused literature review. This, whatever we are showing here, you need to relate it with the prompt engineering we studied in the last 2 days, because we are going to use that one at many places for customizing even the prompt given here. So you can relate these prompts with our prompt engineering, but you are going to get ready-made prompts. You are going to get ready-made prompts, and you can modify that based on the problem at hand. Your research problem, you can modify it for getting specific results. So gap identification. Generative AI can assist in identifying gaps in the existing literature, thus helping to fine-tune the research problem to address these gaps effectively. Objective alignment. There are situations, you know that most of your research scholars, researchers, or guides, teachers, you know that objective alignment, this is a difficult thing on many occasions. So using generative AI, the researcher can compare the generated list of research problems with the set objectives to ensure that they are well aligned. We can use ChatGPT for prompting for making that alignment. Then contextual analysis. Then preliminary hypothesis generation. Now, these are all the 5 ways ChatGPT is saying the researcher can use for defining the research problem. Now, I request you to, on the right hand side bottom, there is a button this button is a prompt. When I click to prompt, here you will see prompts is the heading. Prompt 1, prompt 2, prompt 3, and prompt 4. You will see that below each prompt, there is a critical thinking, elements of reasoning benchmarked against the intellectual standard. This is what I was telling you. Whatever, all over the world, every research methodology person saying that you must be a critical thinker. So what we did is we have integrated this critical thinking into the prompt. So here you will see a structure of one particular prompt. I will explain to you here. System. This is a fundamental level 1 prompt. Act as a veteran research guide with a high-level expertise in literature review. Your task is to provide an overview of the key scholarly work related to. Here there is a bracket. Here you have to insert your research topic. That is what you need to do. You will get the copy of this. You need to insert your research topic or problem or any other information you insert here. Then what are the main themes, debates and gaps in the current literature? How do these relate to the primary research question being investigated? If you have primary research question, means if you thought about that, insert and you see what are the other relevant information available. You need to fill this and you put it into the ChatGPT. This is the way all prompts are going to work for you. This is the way we crafted these prompts, and as I was telling you earlier, these prompts are not available anywhere. Even now it is not there on internet. Now, once we are putting it on LMS, my request is that please don't put it on internet to everybody. This we are giving with a fair usage, and we are using with a good faith with you, so that you can use it for you. You can use it for your students. So here there is a prompt 1, prompt 2, prompt 3, and prompt 4. We will be giving this prompt 1 and 2 of each section and subsection to you in the LMS. That is prompt 1 and prompt 2. Now let me know anyone has got any question. Let me see the chat box so that we will go ahead with our program. If anyone has got any question, please let me know. Because I spoke something very critical, because these are the things we are going to follow till step 10. Till step 10, you are going to see this type of a GUI, that is interface. You are going to see this type of prompting and this type of critical thinking. So if anyone has got any doubt, please let me know. Is it possible to upload PDF file of research articles so that we can get a gap idea? Okay, there's a question from Jisna Johnson, man. How do all this going to an application level? I am going to show you that. Now you have seen 4 prompts in front of you. I am going to copy those prompts and I am going to show you how it is going to be in ChatGPT. Now, and there's a question from Dr. Muttumari. Does this ChatGPT give literature citation with the article detail? You can get the details from here and then certain citation you will get it in ChatGPT, but ChatGPT doesn't have full access. So therefore, some of the tool names what we have given in LMS, those tools we can use so that you can get the ChatGPT. No, you can get the citation. Does it use recent publications to find research gaps, sir? See, there are ways. There's a question from Kavita, madam. This on ChatGPT, you can use in ChatGPT Plus. You will get a you will get a plugin, or even when I tried Bing is giving many responses with the citation detail. Okay, there is a question. See, there is a question from Tayanjam Janita, madam. See, we are going to give these prompts to you. As I was telling you that all these prompts, prompt to 1 and prompt to you are prompt 2, you are going to get in LMS. That is what I was explaining earlier. You can use this prompts in 1 or 2 days. You can complete a research itself. That too in an original way. Is the tools available now in LMS? Tool list are available. Tools, you can this search on internet. See, our PPTs are available not in PPT form. The reason is that what you are seeing is not PPT. What you are seeing is another software. We extract this to PDF and we upload it on upload this content on LMS. Okay, there's a question from Emily James, madam. Can ChatGPT generate flowcharts or a diagram? ChatGPT is a word-based. It's a verbal tool. Therefore, it cannot make a diagram, but it can give information. It can be used in diagrams. Any more question? Yes. It can generate fake references because, as I have been repeating all this, we should not ask and we should not use it for one shot. ChatGPT is a conversational tool. We are going to get good answers only with the questioning. There are lakhs of people, they are making best use of it with the chain of thought prompts. That is the reason I am sitting here and I am speaking about prompts a lot. If it is one shot, if we are going to take whatever is ChatGPT saying, that is not the best use of ChatGPT. We have to really squeeze, and we have to get the best out of it. So that is what they call, that is what we have shown. I think second or third prompt was chain of thought prompt. The question from Sneha, madam, that is how to insert reference the documents. It is through plugin or it is through any of the AI tools which will accept PDF. It is like a ask your PDF, or it is like a chat PDF type of services. Even you can load 20 PDFs and you can chat with the combined, as we were showing yesterday in prompt engineering, we can use that combined PDFs, we can speak to that. See, is it possible to get full paper of any specific author in ChatGPT as like a Google Scholar? ChatGPT's objective is different. it will give the details of the paper, but I don't think ChatGPT will give any full paper. We have given even in our question that there are many AI tools which will give, those tools will give the list of papers. But mainly what we need to do is that we need to develop a concept, we have to develop a problem and how to do this. We are speaking in that first stage of that. As I was showing you here, now let me close this. See, these are all the sections we are going to take in the coming days. So we need to discuss about this so that we will understand how to make an original research. So any more questions, so that shall I go back to the session? Okay. Now, this is what the explanation, and these are the place in which you get prompt. In this prompt 1, this is a prompt 1. You can copy this prompt and you can fill where it is written insert research topic or problem. There you can insert your research topic or research problem or research objective. According to this, then you will get then you need to paste this on ChatGPT. In this particular prompt, what are the critical thinking required for this particular prompt? This particular prompt is, this critical thinking process is explained here. Okay, there is another question from Jisna Johnson, madam. If we are developing a study and ChatGPT helping us to create the objective and all, is this also be plagiaristic? I want to repeat, because this I am explaining several times. I will repeat a story. This one professor has told me this. A professor went to a class and told the class of about 60 students, take one white paper and draw an animal or bird or something totally new. And the professor gave 1 hour for all students. All students, they returned the paper. And all those animals and birds, it has got a resemblance with something. Only thing, they rearranged the things. That is why Steve Jobs says that creativity is nothing but rearranging what we already know. If I read 3 books, I am synthesizing it. I am writing an article on that. Whether is it plagiarism? In that case, open book examination. Is it plagiarism? It is not, because we are using ChatGPT as a tool. It is not a source. I have shown you several examples in prompt engineering. Whatever we develop, you copy it and you put it on Google and search. There is nothing similar. See, now we need to, okay, this is the question from Emily James. To what extent do AI detection tools detect AI-generated literature? This is what we need to differentiate, because foreign countries, those people, they have already came out of this. AI-generated is one thing, plagiarism is another thing. Whatever is coming through AI is not plagiarism. That particular line we need to understand. AI-generated, people started telling plagiarism because it is one-shot reply. If we ask something and without knowledge of using ChatGPT, we use in some way, and in the end we say that it is plagiarism. We need to use the ChatGPT correctly. So AI generated doesn't mean it is plagiarism. So let me go back to this. Now, this is a prompt 1, this is a prompt 2, this is prompt 3, prompt 4. In this, what we have done is, with the prompt 1, 2, 3, 4, we have increased the intensity of the prompt. In prompt 4, we made it in such a way that you will get 2, 3 new ideas for paper publication. Now, I was going through and I was speaking to many people because I do not know how to present such a thing in a webinar. I do not know how to show, because we are going through the research methodology, and we are blending that with the ChatGPT. And I want to show maximum practical examples and how to do. I searched on internet. I spoke to some of my friends in US and Europe. No one had any idea. Therefore, what I decided is that I will, in front of you, I will generate one topic, I will generate one problem, I will have my hypothesis, and wherever it is necessary, I am going to use it to show you the functionality of this prompt. So these are the practical applications of that. For that purpose, I developed another prompt for that. It is very interesting. You please see. Okay. There was a message in the chat, cannot see prompt 3 and 4. Yes, this is prompt 3. Here you have seen one rectangle, means there is a box. Here you can enter your research problem. So when you enter this and you put it into ChatGPT, you are getting a response that is based on this stage of your research. Like that, every stage of your research, for every requirement, there are prompts. That is the main thing in this. From start to finish of a research project, you are going to get contextual prompts. Now this was prompt 3 and now this is prompt 4. And for each section, there are prompts like this. Now, I am going to show you first how I made a special prompt. With that prompt, I am going to get some information that I can use during this program. To show you the practical application of these prompts. Let me go to I will tell you my problem once again. I have to demonstrate many prompts to you in the due course of this research methodology program. That is from step 1 to step 10. For that purpose, I need some problems. I need hypothesis. I need all this information for that. And for that purpose, I developed one special prompt. I am going to show you that prompt here. I made this prompt: act as a veteran researcher with extensive experience in researching the steps to identify high impact research problem. This you also can use. I will share this prompt with you. Your task is to ask questions to me according to the steps specified. First, you must understand the research topic of my interest specified later. When I say start, you must suggest a few broad fields from the topic and wait for my selection. When I select one of those broad fields, you must offer me sub-areas from my selection. So I am going to tell a topic. ChatGPT is going to tell me what are all the research areas I can find. You may suggest research questions. When I say OK, you will formulate the research objective and ask for my confirmation. If at any place I am not satisfied, you will provide another option. Research topic of my interest, I am going to, I have given integration of electric cars in Indian villages. Okay, this is what my topic of interest. I entered this inside this bracket. Now I am going to tell that I am ready. You may start asking. I have given a vague, broad my research topic to ChatGPT. Now ChatGPT is helping me to find research problems. Certainly, see, now ChatGPT says, certainly it sounds like you have a well-structured approach in mind for identifying a high-impact research problem. Given your topic of interest, integration of electric cars in Indian villages, let us proceed step by step. See, now based on my broad area, ChatGPT has given me 5 fields for me to select. Means you have to understand in a normal research situation, these are all the things, it takes so much of time. So sustainable development in rural areas, transportation and mobility, energy policy and infrastructure, environmental impact and climate change, socio-economic factors in technology adoption. I am going to tell that, okay, I am interested in socio-economic factors in technology adoption. I am going to give ChatGPT, this is what my choice. Okay, yes. Excellent choice. Socio-economic factors in technology adoption is a rich field that can offer various angles to explore your topic. Now ChatGPT is telling me, dissect the broad area into sub-areas. Here are some sub-areas within socio-economic factors in technology adoption that you might consider. See, in this way, we are starting with a new and original research. Affordability and financing models, cultural perceptions and social norms, government policies and incentives, skill development and education, market dynamics and consumer behavior, infrastructure. And so I am going to tell about, I am going to speak about, tell about government policies and incentives about that. I am telling ChatGPT, this is what my interest. See, in this way, we are selecting, we are coming to a research problem easily. Great. Focusing on government policies and incentives can provide robust framework for understanding how electric cars can be integrated into Indian villages. See, now ChatGPT in step 3 has given me the specific research problems within the sub-area of government policies and incentives. ChatGPT has given me 7 research problems. This I can choose. So please select the research problem that resonates most. Yeah, I am going to give point number 5. That is, out of 7, I selected 1 as my research problem. Now, I have given a broad area. I told ChatGPT that this is what my broad research area. ChatGPT understood that, and ChatGPT gave me about 4 to 5 sub areas. From sub areas, I selected this, and ChatGPT has given me the research problem. I gave that. I selected from that. Now raising research questions. Based on your selected research problem, here are some research questions you might consider. Does this questions align with your, would you like to modify? Now I am having this many, 6 research questions. So I have given one prompt, and within 5 minutes, I got this much information. You can change those things in the bracket. Then you are going to get it in the similar way. And these type of things in a normal situation, how much time it is going to take, and at what quality we are going to get. That too, I just took it like this. Each stage, even I can tell question. I can tell ChatGPT, okay, these sub areas are not of interest to me. You change. ChatGPT will change and give to me. Therefore, so this is only one simple example of how ChatGPT generative AI is going to help in not only in research, but you can publish original papers everywhere. That is the way we develop this. You are going to get something around 200 prompts like this. So my request is that please put attention to this and see that how you can really make use of this. Now you are seen in mind, or would you like to modify, add any? I am going to tell ChatGPT that excellent work. Now, when I tell ChatGPT excellent, now ChatGPT has come to formulate research objectives. Now, based on the research problem, now it is creating my formulate objective. What I am showing you is a total, because I will have these details for fill in the due course to show demonstration to you. This is not, this is a gist that you can do at almost all processing, all this research in one stroke itself. When we, this is what I was telling, don't use research in one stroke. Don't research, or it is in one stroke. You will get caught. That is what people complain and cry about plagiarism. We have to work on brick level. When we work on brick level, you will see that you are getting a very, very different type of result. Now, I got research objectives now based on my topic. Now, let me read what is this. Now, let us move to the formulating the research objectives based on the questions we have outlined. So now, now we got this. We formulated research objective here. Do these objectives align with? Do these objectives align with your vision for the research? Would you like to modify or add any? I am going to tell that excellent. See, now ChatGPT is taking to the next level. He's telling that assessing the objective and double check. Before we proceed further, it is crucial to assess these objectives for feasibility, relevance, and potential impact. Given your background in educational research for higher and technical education, because I primed I primed it. I have given a custom instruction in my profile. I have written that I have got a background of educational research for higher and technical education. So therefore, ChatGPT memorizing that and telling you are likely familiar with this consideration. Feasibility. Do you have access to the necessary data and resources to achieve these objectives? Relevance. Do these objectives address the core issues you are interested in? Potential impact. Do you believe the outcomes of this research will contribute meaningfully to the field and possibly influence policy? If anything looks good, if everything looks good, we can move on to the next step, such as methodology and data collection strategies. Would you like to proceed? I am going to tell yes. See, now ChatGPT is telling me, ChatGPT is telling me the method, what are the things I have to do for this particular research. So it is telling you what are the things I need to do. It is not a general talk. It is speaking to me in such a way that considering my research problems, considering my problem, the research problem, what are the things I need to do? It is given me that for my problem. It is not a general list. It has shown that one specifically. Oh, okay. There is a request to share this prompt now itself. I will, let me see whether I can copy this prompt now itself. I am putting this prompt on chat. This magical prompt, it is developed by me. It takes you through almost full of research methodology in 10 minutes. And there is no AI tool like this. Anywhere it is, whether anywhere it is available. My sharing got changed. Now, let me go back to this. Now, let me go back to our place. Now, I'll show you one thing. This is a prompt for. In prompt of, no, we cannot. Actually, we have to finish this one. For raise a research question, assess objectives and double check. It is giving me the methodology. I am getting a white screen here. Is there any change in settings, Sijin? Hello?
No, I think somebody's whiteboard is coming on.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Okay, now this is step 7, automate specifically for this particular research. Would you like to add or modify any of these methodologies or data collection strategies? I am going to tell no. It is acceptable to me. I hope everybody saw this with just a single one, with one prompt. We have taken through the entire research methodology up to the end. And it is ChatGPT even suggesting that step 8, what are the this is a final confirmation and the next steps. In this next step, what are the things involved in the next step? Now, please, each one of you, you have got experience in research. Please see like this, how difficult this to get in steps within minutes. And you can put any complicated subjects there. Now you got a complete chart. Now each one of it, I am going to show you each stage. You can use this for each stage, and each place you are getting, you are going to get a similar authentic reports. Okay, now let us go ahead with that. But before that, what I need to do, I came here because I need this inputs. I have to copy this thing and put. From step 3, let me copy this because I need these things for showing demonstration to you. I am going to use this research question for the demonstration. That's the reason I am copying this. Just a minute, we will go back to the same. Are you able to copy that prompt from chat? If you are not able to do that one, we will put it on LMS. Now let me take you this thing on first our A1, our prompt 4. I am going to take you on our first on prompt 4. I need to copy that. I am going to ChatGPT. I am going to put that prompt 4. In prompt 4, what I need to do? I have to key in a insert research topic research problem here. The rest of the thing prompt will take care. And it will even give some 2-3 ideas for original paper publication. Let me show you that. First, let me take some research question. I am going to put a research objective, that is formulated objective as step 5. I am going to keep that one as my research research objective here. I am inserting it in this box. So please observe this, how we are doing this. I have entered this thing here. To identify and catalog the various types of subsidies and tax benefits available for electric car adoption in Indian villages. This is what I have given here. Now let me see. Now there is no other information I am going to input. So all other brackets I am going to delete. It is only for a demonstration of this first point. I am going to send message. See, because this is literature review. See what are the information which is giving now. Have you seen this in the end? Original research paper ideas. These 3 original research paper ideas ChatGPT has given with some explanation on this. We can work on this and we can publish papers. So everywhere. So everywhere this prompt 4 is designed with such a critical thinking. In that way, it will give ideas for 2 to 3 original papers. This is one particular prompt which is giving. Now please understand, this is only, we are in the first stage. We are in the first stage of our literature review. Now we are seeing that what are the magic we can get, customized magic, I would say. If you are going, you can go to any AI tools and see that what you will get from there. Here you are getting very, very different sort of responses. So this is what this is what we have seen now with one prompt. Comprehensive synthesis of existing research, theoretical framework, and empirical methodologies, key findings, conflicting perspectives, validity, reliability and bias, limitation and gaps, how proposed research address gap, and original research paper ideas. Now let me go back to this. What we have discussed here was our number one, how can AI help the researcher in defining the research problem? Now we have seen that how to do. We are going to the second one. Second one is, how can AI help the researcher to improve the research methodology? Means we are starting to do that. Therefore, how AI can help the researcher with to improve his or her research methodology. So here the main thing is AI can help in systematic searching. AI can help in relevance scoring, so that we are not going behind something which is not that relevant. Quality assessment. AI can help us with data extraction. AI can help us with bias minimalization. Now let us see the prompts here. Now these prompts are made for this particular, how can AI help to improve the research methodology? Now let me take prompt 2 for that. Prompt 2 for that. I will go to my my thing. I will take the prompt 2 of that. I copy this. I go to ChatGPT. I am going to place this, and let me put a problem. What I did, I gave here is to identify and catalog the various types of subsidies and tax incentives available for electric car adoption in Indian villages. This is a problem given by ChatGPT with my prompt. So I am going to put this thing same here. Insert research topic and problem. I am inserting that. What you need to do is only inserting your problem here, because prompts are already set. And please, these are all proprietary prompts, not available anywhere. This is for improving the methodology. And one important thing I forgot to tell you, all these prompts and this particular program is designed in such a way that it can be used as equivalent to textbook or practical in an institution. Means your college can have this as the complete training program for research methodology. So it's a very interactive way from start to finish. All the research methodology requirements are kept through ChatGPT. Means it is not made only to get the result, to do the research. It is for teaching research methodology and practicing research methodology, and to get really a project out of this research methodology. Now, let me show you this. For this particular prompt, what ChatGPT has given. Criteria for evaluating literature for this particular thing, for this particular problem. Ensuring quality and relevance. These are all the best practices. Best practices for conducting a thorough literature search. These are the best practices. This is the response for this particular prompt, that is on number 2. How can AI help the researcher to improve the research methodology? For the same, if I use prompt 4, see what is the result we are getting. I am going to copy this to ChatGPT, asking with the prompt 4. Let me take my research problem. Let me copy from here. I am copying this and I am pasting it here. I am repeating, you need to only paste your research topic or problem. ChatGPT will do rest of the thing with these prompts. This is not the final result. It is only the second stage. It is teaching the research scholar what are the best practices to do a research for that. I gave a research topic. Instead of giving a general way, you do this, it is good for you. It is understanding that particular research problem. And for that research problem, what is the best practice? It is showing that. That is the power of ChatGPT. It is not a Google search and giving papers. It is very contextualized. It is very much to the point. It is showing innovative approaches and tools and critical analysis and synthesis. Now it will show 3 paper publication ideas on this. Where is that? Integration to research methodology, critical analysis and synthesis. 1 minute. Okay. I will show you how this prompt is going to give ideas for 2 to 3 new paper publication. If there are research guides here, this is a very good idea. You can give this thing to your students so that even they will prepare well before meeting you. So that even your interaction, you will save lot of time, you will save lot of misunderstanding, so that you are giving excellent tools to them. See, now it is giving original research paper ideas. You copy this thing and search, because we have tried this several times. These original research paper ideas given by our prompts, these are all original. There are nothing similar to that in the world. We searched everywhere. So now let me go to the next one. That is point number 3. How can AI help in broadening knowledge base in the research area? So that AI is actually 360-degree. We have developed it in that way. this point number 3, here it is ChatGPT is helping to broadening the knowledge base in the research area. Going straight away and doing research is like a hitting iron when it is cold. We need to do our homework, then what are the things we will do? And I want to repeat again and again, these are all contextualized. If you take a book and read, those are general. But what we are giving prompt along with this, you are filling your problem. Immediately everything is coming personalized to you and contextualized to the problem. Now comprehensive discovery. With generative AI, the researcher can ensure a more thorough and wide-ranging literature search. This enables you to uncover seminal and even obscure works that are crucial to broadening your understanding of the research area. This is the point here. Seminal and even obscure works, you can dig it. Only thing, don't expect with one shot you will get an answer. You have to put this prompt and you put this thing, and even you use this chain of thought prompts. Ask it and hit back. Then ChatGPT is going to give refined answers back. And automated summarization that we have seen in prompt engineering, trend analysis we have seen in prompt engineering, all these things how to use in this particular context. That is, we have already built into ChatGPT prompts. Cross-disciplinary insight. This is what lacking in our system. That is the reason in the beginning about critical thinking, I told you that. I told that even though we are using IT for 40 to 50 years, but we are still in IT service. China has made so much of development in hardware and software that we have not. Only thing what we can claim is that our people went to US and working, they are subcontracting to us. And some of our people, they went to US, they studied in US universities and they got into jobs there. Then they become CEOs and they never claim they are Indian, but we claim they are Indian. So we need to come out of this particular situation. We have to improve our research. We have to invent, and we have to be best in the world. For that purpose, we are sitting here now. So now this is the 3 AI help in broadening knowledge. Now let me see the prompt for that. And here you have seen the prompt. Here you have seen what are the critical thinking related to that. You will see that one when we go for this intensity changes and critical thinking and reasoning increases. Now let me go a little fast. I am going to the next one. That is 4. How can AI help the researcher in searching for existing literature? This is what one of the thing everybody spending so much of time. Now what are the way AI helps? Enhanced keyword searches, search query expansion, multi-database aggregation, automated inclusion exclusion criteria, iterative refinement. Yesterday and day for yesterday, 2 days we have shown all the prompt engineering things. These are the key things for individual each of these. Search query expansion, multi-database aggregation, automated inclusion and exclusion criteria, iterative refinement. Now let us see the prompt. I will let me go to prompt 3 in this case, which is this. This is A4. A4 prompt 3. A4 prompt 3. I am going to ChatGPT, A4 prompt 3, and here I am going to insert my research problem. Let me see what is the problem. I have given here. I filled in the rectangular bracket here. I am copying from here. And I am pasting it in the same bracket here. Now let me see. Now this is about searching existing literature. The intelligent, the brilliant way to use ChatGPT for research is use these prompts, go to the minute level and get to all nobody knows type of information and put it in the paper searching AI tools. There, don't go with their keywords. Go with your keywords. Then you are going to get a very different type of research there. See, this information we received with just one prompt, one question. Now it has given so much of information and we need to ask a question back. So this is what chain of thought prompt. So in the beginning, I specifically said we are using only 0.5% of the power of ChatGPT, and then people started blaming ChatGPT. So let us unlock this 99.5% of ChatGPT. It is available free. Only thing we should know how to unlock it. I am here speaking only about that so that each one of you will have that key for unlocking. Oh, I think it is time. Oh, only 9 minutes left. So let me ask you, anyone has got any doubt so far? Okay, there is a question from Dr. M. Radha. Is it possible to insert image in ChatGPT prompt? Now, yesterday I got a message that ChatGPT we can insert image, but I don't know exactly what is this. It is a very new introduction. I think it is, they are saying it is a September 26th, September 26th, that is today, or September 25th ChatGPT's new edition. Okay, now there is another question from Jisna Johnson, madam. If we are developing a study and ChatGPT helping us to create the objective and all, is this also be... Madam, what I have done is only to show a demonstration to you. I was only showing a demonstration, and when you are putting your problem and you are checking it, then it is not going to be plagiaristic. What extent do AI detection tools detect AI generated literature? If we are going it in a straight way with one shot, it is AI creation. But when you are telling it to do everything in a controlled way, then it is your idea. ChatGPT is not a source. ChatGPT as a tool. Cannot see prompt 3 and 4. Okay. Now, sir, if you know the domain but not narrow down the research problem, can chat it? Okay, this is a question from Mukita. Sir, if we know the domain but not narrowed down, you can tell whatever you know. Then you tell with that prompt, ChatGPT will give you suggestion related to that. Then from there you can select, because I wrote that prompt in that way, so that you are giving a wide, broad topic, and ChatGPT is understanding that and suggesting to you. Now there is a question of Dorka. Right now, are you using free or paid version? Can we get the same result with the free version? I think you can get a free, almost the same result with the free version. It need not be paid version, because paid version, my understanding is that you will get a ChatGPT plugin, and then you will get you will get some 700 times more reasoning power. Okay, this is Dr. Anita Dakwa, madam. Very interesting. Okay, I have shared that particular prompt, and all prompt 1 and 2 we are going to share on LMS with the prompt 1 and 2 with through complete research methodology. You have got all equipment, all weapons to do a project through that with whatever is your idea. 3 and 4 I cannot share, because it is what you are seeing is part of a software. It is copyrighted, and I am not supposed to reveal it to you, but I am only showing this. So there is a question from Teresa, madam. Sir, if I give my sampling method and design to ChatGPT, whether I can get the correct analysis method for my study and how to do analysis in SPCA? Yes, you don't expect that you will get it in one shot. You sit and do, and along with the, you need a data analysis software, data analysis plugin. I recommend there is an app called Notable, Notable. I use that. Okay, there is see, there is a message that usually we integrate our experience and knowledge to formulate objectives from literature and identifying the gap. I trust we use our cognitive skill. Here in this experiment, are we skipping some of our standard process? No, it is not like that. See, madam, when I use a spanner, that spanner is extension of my hand. When I use use Photoshop, it is an extension of my brain, imagination, and my hand. So therefore, we have to come to a situation, we have to break these shells, we have to understand that ChatGPT is another tool. When you are using, as you said, you are using cognitive skill for identifying the gap. Here, you are using your cognitive skill plus the intelligence brought forward by ChatGPT. So unless we understand this, we are going to remain in the backward of technology and progress. See, there is a question from Nirmali Gagoi. Has ChatGPT given answers to random questions instead of stepwise methodology? It has given stepwise, because we have written prompt for stepwise, and that prompt was exactly, I am giving one wide, broad topic to ChatGPT, and it is actually through that funnel. It has taken me various things. It really helped me. If any stage, as madam was telling earlier, with my cognitive abilities, I could have told that, okay, this is not I want. It would have shown me another one. Even I could have asked, can you suggest anything in this way? It would have immediately changed it and given. Sir, some prompts are missing. Okay, it is LMS also. I could do it. Mind writing a research proposal step 8. Sir, would you mind writing a research proposal from step 8, please? Yeah, we can do that. But one thing, within 3 days, I need to complete so many things. Now I have not completed even my first. Because it takes so much time for explanation. This is an entirely new area, and whatever we are doing, please, I am not patting my own back. This is not done anywhere. This is a totally new method, and we are showing this thing to you. See, if possible, please explain. Okay, this is a question from Rameshwari. Please explain review paper writing. We are going to show you that. In the prompts, what you are getting, you are going to get a prompt for review paper writing. There also you need only to fill some details. You are going to get paper. See, ChatGPT is ChatGPT. We cannot say it is as a AI tool. It is a mother of everything. Even 90% of the AI tools available here, if you see the fine print, they say that they are linked to GPT-4. Okay, Justin Thomas, sir, that we will share the prompt 1 and 2 of all this complete research methodology to you. Okay, thanks Kavita madam for clarifying that. From September 25th, image can be input. There is a question from Anil Nair, sir. Okay, you can schedule that is possible. Okay, there is a question Saraswati madam for my number 967-367-0033. Okay, any more question? Okay, Mustafa sir, you please try in various ways, because sometimes the language may differ a little, and whatever you are getting, you please send a screenshot to me. Okay, thanks Sangeeta madam. Thank you for your participation. So, Sijin, we will call it a day.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you have taken almost all the questions. I don't think questions of some other questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we will call it a day, and whatever sir has mentioned, that will be shared. What sir says is not cooperated, we will not share, but what is not cooperated, we will share to you. Yeah. All right, everybody. See you again tomorrow at same time at 7 p.m. Tomorrow again, the topic will be a research methodology using ChatGPT. That will be the part 2 of it. It will be a continuation of today's session. So make sure you join on time, and then we will have a complete 2-hour session on the research methodology. Thank you again, Dr. Suresh Napalri, for that wonderful session. We will.
Thanks again.
Yeah, we will see you again tomorrow.
Yes.
We will see everyone tomorrow. Please make sure you all join. If you missed any part of this session, this is also available on the LMS. This recorded session is available. Please make sure you go through that as well. All right, everybody. We will end for today, and we will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Have a good evening.